All right, y'all. I figure I had me a drink while I do this episode because that seemed to be all they do on Winter House. Let's get the show started, shall we? All right, y'all. And don't pay attention to my wrinkled old Morgan State. Yes, I did go to Morgan State University. My husband won't cut the heat on, so it's cold in here. So, yeah, bear with me. Anyway, so, y'all, I have been watching Winter House because I actually loved Summer House, even though I think Lindsay is batshit crazy and I don't really like her. It's like I have a love-hate relationship for Lindsay. I don't know why. She's just a crazy Leo. I don't know what's wrong with her. But I think this show is really cute. So I wanted to start doing reviews on it. So I'm going to review episode 1, 2, and 3 because there's been 3 episodes. So the episode starts off, they're all going to Stowe, Vermont. Like it's super duper cold there. It's a lot of damn snow. I live in Maryland. We get all of this 4 seasons here, but snow is not my favorite. So yeah, they were in the thick of it. So Craig and Austin get to the house first, and then to follow. Well, while they're there, Austin talks about being single and only breaking up with Madison just 3 months ago, which Austin and Craig are from Southern Charm. So I thought it was interesting to have them kind of cross over into the winter summer house cast. Okay. So I really want to see how they integrated very well, and you'll see that as we go along. So Austin has, if y'all watch Southern Charm, this very toxic relationship with Madison. Now, I liked Madison. Madison was the one that told the damn truth. She told on everybody and she kept it all the way 100. And she told Austin about himself. She wanted him to be a grown ass man. And also Madison is very messy as well. So she was good TV. I hope she's back on Southern Charm when that comes back. But anyway, they still were a toxic couple and they should not be together, like at all. All right. So anyway, they had broken up just 3 months ago. He's looking to move on and have fun in this house. So basically, AKA sleep around and be a hoe. So Gabby arrives second, introduces herself to Kyle and Austin. Gabby is one of Julia's friends, and Julia is new. So Gabby, Julia, Jason, and Andrea are all brand new to the cast. Okay. So they are all friend. Well, Julia is a friend of Paige's, and Paige was on Summer House. So y'all keep up if you're watching the show, you know who I'm talking about. But yeah, so since Julia is Paige's friend, but Julia invited Andrea, Gabby, and Jason. Okay, so they're her friends, but she's trying to fill this house up. I don't know why they didn't have Carl come on the show. I would have liked to see Carl come back, but Carl wasn't a part of this cast for some reason. So I thought that was kind of interesting and very odd. But anyway, moving right along. Like I said, she was invited by Julia, who is Paige's friend, and Kyle and Amanda arrived shortly after Gabby. And Gabby she went in the big room like she was gonna get the big room, but y'all know Kyle don't play. He always want the damn big room, and he uses the excuse that him and Amanda are a couple, so they need the big room because they need the space and they need the bathroom and all that good jazz. There's 2 of them, so they're a couple. They deserve it, right? Not because they sure enough didn't get it this episode, and y'all gonna see why. So Gabby took her stuff. She ends up taking her stuff out of the big room at some point because Sierra and Paige arrived. Sierra was so excited to see Amanda and runs into her arms. I'm like, are y'all really that damn close? Sierra came on Summer House because Luke brought her on because Luke was smashing her and then they were just friends after a while. And it was so weird how she just turned on Luke. Luke got her on the show and she just turned on the boy. Like, I don't understand. Like, she just literally left him for the streets. And once she became friends with everybody else, she was like, F you, I don't need you to be on the show no more. I can hold my own now. But, she's not really that interesting to me. But anyway, moving right along. So anyway, the girls go choose rooms while the guys are pushing each other down a hill in the snow. Craig talks to the guys about his girlfriend, Natalie, that he really likes. She won't be at the house, so he's using this time to see if they'll either get married or break up, which clearly they broke up because now him and Paige together. So anyway, he talks about how much he loves what was Jason, Julia, and Julia's other friend arrives. He talks about how much he loves women, and he's surprised Julia hasn't introduced him to these ladies that she already knows yet. And Julia's friend Andrea, that is he's a supermodel, and all the girls thought he was like super attractive. He shows up. So the girls have been talking about him after seeing his social media, admiring his abs. That's mainly Paige. Paige was like smitten by him as soon as she saw him. He just looks, pin up cute. Like, I mean, he wasn't all that to me. Like, he literally looks like a supermodel. Nothing more. He's definitely an Italian Ken doll. I wouldn't want to be with him. Like, he would just be something good to look at in a magazine, not even in person. But you like it, I love it, whatever. So Andrea says his dream is to marry an American girl and move back to Italy because all the girls are talking about him outside. But Gabby is inside, and she knows Andrea from modeling because I guess that's how Julia knows all these people. They all model. So Julia, Gabby, Andrea, Jason, all of them are models. Okay. So Julia actually met Paige because they were like 14 years old, and I think they did like a Gap commercial together or ad, and they've become best friends ever since. So that's how everybody connects. Okay. So they all take shots. Everybody has to take shots as they come in the house, apparently. And they've been taking shots as everybody comes in. So Paige says she wants to take the largest room and share it with Sierra. Kyle says that's rude, and he gets a big old attitude because he's like, y'all already know what it is. Okay, y'all trying to come up in here and act brand damn new, and I don't appreciate it. And so he didn't like the fact that Amanda didn't stand up for him. Amanda is Kyle's fiance. So Amanda was like, you know what, whatever, you guys can go ahead and have the bigger room. I don't give a damn, whatever. So her and Kyle end up going down in the basement and getting some room where they got a shared damn bathroom with Julia and Lindsay, which I'm like, that don't make no damn sense. They are a couple. They should at least have their own damn bathroom. Like, come on now. But Paige deboed the room. Her and Sierra in the room, and they done put their clothes up and everything. Like, F you, Kyle and Amanda. This is our space, and I don't give a damn who tries to come in here. Come forward. Come take it. See what happened. I know I'm a size 0, and I change my clothes every 5 minutes and take pictures on Instagram. But try me if you want to. The gangster will come up out. And I'll put an outfit on the matcher while I whoop your ass. That's basically what Paige told them. Okay. Not in so many words, but I can imagine that's what she meant. But anyway, moving right along, Austin and Paige go back and forth about how Austin and Craig don't want to leave the rooms they already chose. So everybody end up choosing their damn room, child. Paige and Sierra get the big room. That's the big old whatever. So anyway, Andrea clowns the girls about the sauce that they were using. I guess it's some red sauce or whatever, and says Andrea clowns the girls about the sauce, and Gabby says she's an introvert, and in her confessional she says she's an introvert and making trying to blend in with everybody without Julia there has been, and usually is a problem for her, but she's been doing a good job kind of blending in and talking to everybody and getting to know people by herself. And Lindsay and Austin are FaceTiming. She's coming the next day. So Lindsay crazy ass ain't dead yet. Because when she do get there, she going to come in like a damn fireball like she did with all them drinks. And she going to come in there and fuck some shit up. But we going to get to that in episode 2. So we still on episode 1. So they've been close. Austin and Lindsay have pretty much been close friends for quite some time, for a few years now. And Austin is open to seeing what happens with Lindsay now that they both are single. So Austin I don't know if he feeling like a lover boy or drinking too much lover boy. That's daggone Kyle's drink, because he all over the daggone place. So keep in mind, he said he open to seeing what's going on with Lindsay. But y'all gonna see what he do in the rest of this episode. So everyone sits down to eat dinner, and they talk about skiing the next day. And Craig asks everyone if they would give up oral sex or cheese. Give me my cheese, because most of y'all don't be doing oral sex right anyway. So yeah, let me go ahead and get the cheese real quick. That at least will satisfy me. So Kyle is drunk and acting like a jerk, and Amanda says he's acting like that because he didn't get the largest bedroom. So Kyle is pretty much throwing a tantrum, being a little jackass because he feels like Amanda didn't stand up for them. And instead of him saying that to Amanda without being drunk, he's just being a dickhead to everybody. And I'm like, Kyle, listen, you damn near 40 years old. You need to grow the fuck up, sir. Seriously. And you need to lay off the drinks if it's making you, if you need liquid courage at this age, that's a problem. I'm just saying. So anyway, moving right along, Paige asked Gabby if she would hook up with Andrea. She said, I don't just hook up just to hook up. And Gabby tells them Andrea likes blondes. I'm like, well, Paige ain't no blonde, and he all up in her Kool-Aid trying to figure out her flavor. So don't nobody listen to Gabby because she don't know what the hell she's talking about. So moving right along, Kyle keeps asking Amanda what room they're sleeping in, and she keeps ignoring him because she doesn't want to deal with telling him that Paige and Sierra got the big room. She tells him they will sleep on the couch for the night and figure it out tomorrow. Everybody starts drinking, playing flip cup. Everybody gets super drunk, and Amanda goes and falls asleep in Paige and Sierra's bed. I guess she forgot she gave them that room. But so she went in there and fell asleep, and then ended up Paige takes Amanda's jeans off of her and puts her in the bed under the covers. So Kyle ends up sleeping on the couch down by where their room is supposed to be, and he don't know where the hell his damn room is at this point. So everybody gets up the next day. Amanda and Kyle take a room in the basement, and they're going to share a bathroom with Lindsay and Julia, like I told y'all earlier, which I think is absolutely stupid. But whatever. That's what they're going to end up doing. They're going to be there for 13 days sharing the toilet with two women and their couple. Let's see how they work out. So Paige asked Sierra if she is into Austin. And here comes Andrea bringing coffee to them while they are in the bed. I guess he's trying to really impress Paige and make her think that he's a super gentleman when he really is. To me, he just looks like a creep. I don't know. I don't really like him. I think he just think he too cute. And he think that everybody's supposed to be on him because I guess he gets this response from women all the time where they all up in his shit. But I'm just like, all right, you're not ugly, but she ain't all that, sir. Whatever. But anyway, the guys go snowboarding except Jason and Andrea. They stay at the house and play beer pong with the ladies. Then they play a game asking each other questions. They ask, "What's the shortest amount of time you've known someone before you fuck them?" And Gabby said 24 hours. Jason said he likes Gabby because she's honest. So at this point, Jason is attracted to Gabby, but later on, y'all gonna see Gabby ain't fooling with Jason, and you gonna see why. So Kyle is upset with Amanda because she didn't stand up for him and kick Paige and Sierra out of the room. Kyle, get over it. That's all I got for you. Just get over it, sir. Move the fuck on. Like, you gonna learn. First of all, I don't subscribe. I used to think the happy wife, happy life thing was like everything, but I think happy house, happy spouse. I subscribe to that, okay? But in this situation, Kyle, just let it go. Because Paige wasn't about to give up that room without a fight. And ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all just got there. Y'all got to be together for 13 days. Do you really want to be beefing with this bitch the whole time? No. So anyway, back at the house, they ask, what is your favorite sexual act? And Andrea says he likes to lick your pussy, child. Is that how they do it in Italy? So they also ask, are you a good kisser? He better be a good kisser if he like licking stuff. Because most people don't be good at that. And, you can't be just throwing it out there if you really don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but whatever. He, like I said, he giving me a little bit of a creep. So he said it all depends on the connection, and he'd have to actually kiss someone for them to see he doesn't like he doesn't like talking about himself. So he don't like telling people that he like to lick the pussy, but he's saying he just did tell them that, but he got to kiss you to make sure that you know that he ain't telling a lie. You just trying to kiss Paige. Just go ahead and go in for the kill. Like, don't play these little games. So Paige says none of us do. Andrea then says he thinks Paige does. She seems like a mean girl. I don't know what I was just talking about then, but whatever. That was him talking about the connection. And they were just going off on tangents that nobody really cared about. But anyway, moving right along. Next scene, Luke asks, who does Austin or Craig like? Austin said, I like Sierra, but didn't you guys have a thing? Like talking about Luke and Sierra, because Sierra carried the hell out of Luke. So Luke is basically like, whatever. Luke says, well, she is a grown woman and she can make her own decisions. He basically confirms he wouldn't be upset if Austin goes after Sierra. So next thing, they all go sledding at the house. Julia finally arrives, and Julia knows, like I said, she knows Paige from them doing, it was limited to, not Gap. I think I said Gap earlier, but they did limited to magazine things and commercials and stuff when they were 12 years old. So the guys go to the grocery store, and Austin sees Madison on a magazine amidst some scandal with a baseball player DMing her. That was like some scandal stuff they talked about on Southern Charm, I think at the reunion, where apparently some baseball player that I think he's married or something allegedly, and he was DMing Madison. But who cares? Like, y'all broken up. Like, why you still stalking her? Get over her. Let it burn. Okay. Usher said it best. Let it freaking burn. All right. So they get back, the men get back, and they have a spring break themed party, hitting pinatas and drinking. Austin is still upset about the article, and Craig tells him to go talk to Sierra and take his mind off of it. Austin starts flirting with Sierra. Andrea's flirting with Paige. Everyone gets in the hot tub, and then, long story short, Paige and Andrea making out, and Austin and Sierra making out. And then Kyle comes out there because he wanted to get some drinks or cups or something. I don't know what he came outside for, but he like, oh, damn, everybody up in here getting it on but me. Okay, whatever. I ain't got no damn room. I finally got a room. I got to share a bathroom, and y'all motherfuckers out here just getting it in. Like, damn. Am I on vacation or am I on, be miserable duty? But whatever. So that ends that episode with them all having a big old orgy in the daggone hot tub. So episode 2, Paige and Andrea and Sierra and Austin still kissing in the damn hot tub. Okay. So Paige and Sierra end up getting out of the hot tub, and they run off to their room like some little schoolgirls, child, smiling. And Paige says, I'm in love, talking about her with Andrea. I'm like, girl, maybe he did kiss you right and let you know he gonna take care of that PUSSY that he was talking about. But anyway, Luke and Gabby are sitting around the fire pit talking about catching fish and shooting guns. How boring. Whatever. So Julia, Jason, and Amanda are in the kitchen, and Jason says he's attracted to Gabby, but clearly Gabby outside with Luke, dude. So what are you doing to let her know that you're interested in her? So Paige and Andrea are in the sitting room. They end up going in the sitting room together. Paige, after she dries off and get herself together, after she done been all hot and bothered by damn Andrea, she goes and sit in the sitting room with him. They're talking, and then Andrea talks about how he came to America and just telling her his life story. And then Sierra and Austin are in Sierra's room chatting. Everyone goes to bed, and Amanda tells Kyle not to have sex with her. I guess she was so damn fucked up and she was drunk that she was like, don't have sex with me. I'm like, damn, Kyle, do you got to steal it? I mean, y'all just got engaged. Like, that's some I've been married for 5 years stuff right there. Y'all got to get it together. So anyway, Kyle wakes up the next morning. Kyle wakes up working and answering emails, and Amanda wants him to just take a break. I don't understand Amanda wanting him to take breaks and not work, because he's a full-time entrepreneur and you guys live a luxurious life. So do you want to have money to be able to do whatever you want? Now I get it. I think Amanda has a graphic design job that she works because she wants to have her own money. But when you have your own business, you don't get to take a whole bunch of breaks. Especially, I don't think Kyle has a bunch of employees either. So she's going to have to understand that and know, yes, you guys are essentially filming a TV show that is a stream of income, but he has to run his business that's going to take care of his affairs year round. This show is for only 13 days in a season. So that money is to be put into your business, which is your bread and butter. So, but I think that just goes along with, we're going to learn their age gap. Apparently Amanda is 29 at this point, and Kyle is turning 39. So I think they have like a 9-year however it works out, they have a 9-year age gap. So that lets you know where the priorities are. He's more into his business, even though Kyle is childish, getting drunk and doing dumb shit. Amanda is young. I don't want to call her young and dumb because I don't think Amanda is dumb, but I don't think she gets it. She doesn't understand. So moving right along, Austin, Craig, and Andrea talk about Lindsay and how she's going to act when she gets there. Lindsay is like a tornado. She come in and fuck shit up, okay? And that's exactly what she did. So she arrives. This is the next day. She coming in with fireball shots. And she runs up to Austin, jumps in his arms and hugs him. And she's so excited to see him. And I'm like, are y'all friends or is that your girlfriend? Because the way she greeted you, it was like real extra. And I'm like, y'all about to fuck? Like, it was weird. But anyway, everyone takes shots. And then Austin takes Lindsay outside and he's telling her about Sierra. He's like, yeah, let me give you the lowdown on what's been going on in the house. So I made out with Sierra and Andrea made out with Paige. Like, and Lindsay looking at him like, so you making out with bitches already? Like, damn, I thought we was about to be hooking up in here. So somebody already done took my damn spot. Damn, I should have came yesterday. I missed out. So I think in her face, she looked really upset and disappointed. But I think because they have given each other this image that they're just friends or whatever, she didn't want to seem jealous. So she was just like, oh, okay, whatever. So they chit chat about that. And then they end up going back in the house or whatever the case may be. And, Austin pretty much reminds her that he's there to have fun. He's not looking for anything more than that. He just wants to have fun. So the next scene, Julia and Lindsay are in the room, and Julia asks, because Lindsay goes to the room she's sharing with Julia, and Julia asks for the lowdown on her and Austin. So Lindsay gives it to her. She's like, well, 3 years ago we met in the Hamptons and we made out, and 1 year last year we hung out for New Year's, and he told me in 2021 his goal was to date me. I'm like, wow, Austin. Why you do that girl like that? And she was just so excited. Poor little Tink Tink. Like, she really thought that they was about to have a thing up in this house, and this Sierra just fucked up her whole world. So in the next scene, everybody gathers to go tubing, and then they went drinking. Julia asked Jason if he's going to pursue Gabby. He says he's just going to see how the vibes go. Don't be that guy waiting on the girl to come to you, because you might just miss out like he did. So Kyle and Lindsay are off to the side, and she tells him her and Austin hooked up. She was like, she asked Austin to come over while her and Kyle were talking, and she was like, well, we have something to tell you. We fucked. I was like, okay, why does Kyle need to know that? But anyway, so her and Austin tell Kyle, and then tell him it was a while ago, and Austin was like, yeah, Craig doesn't even know. But Craig actually did know. Because he was like, yeah, I know they did something. I'm like, oh my gosh, Craig, you think you miss Cleo. So Kyle says he's going to let them figure that out. Like, I don't even want to be in the middle of y'all bullshit. I got enough going on. Amanda trying not to give me no damn sex. And I got to share a bathroom with 2 bitches. I don't understand what's going on. I didn't get the big room. So y'all 2 deal with your own shit. I got my own shit going on. So anyway, Lindsay says she does think about a relationship with Austin and tells him that. So this is the next scene. They all go back to the house. They leave the tubing place. And then Lindsay is fucked up. She's drunk and, just out of her damn mind. So Kyle and Amanda have to walk her to her room because she ended up falling down and hitting the damn head on the wall. So Kyle and Amanda walk her to her room. Austin is in there. He's like, Linz, what's wrong? Are you okay? And he's like, are you in love with me or something? She was like, yes, I'm in love with you. And he's like, what the hell? Like, Lindsay, are you just saying that because you're drunk? And she was like, no, I'm not. Like, I really am in love with you. And so Austin looked upset, like, what the hell? And I'm like, well, you playing around with the girl. Like, men don't understand. You can't just be saying stuff to people and playing with people's emotions. Like, that's not cool. Like, she came in here with a whole different perspective and thought process on where y'all were going to be in y'all relationship and how y'all were going to be acting in this house. And you just shutting her down. And it's just not cute or cool. So anyway, In the next scene, the Gabby kisses Jason on the cheek, okay? And Austin goes in Sierra's room after the whole debacle with Lindsay and lays down with her and then gets up to brush her she gets up to brush her teeth and comes back and Austin is passed out. She wakes him up, he goes to his bed. So the next day, Jason and Gabby get up and Jason makes breakfast. Austin goes into Craig's room and Austin told him Lindsay told him she was in love with him. He said he doesn't want that to run Sierra off. I'm like, but you only was around Sierra for a day and now you all into her. I don't know. Maybe the vibes was great. Who knows? So Kyle is irritated with the sleeping arrangements. He can't get comfortable and he's annoyed with Amanda about it because he could not get comfortable in that bed. But tough titty, Kyle, get over it. So Andrea brings Sierra and Paige coffee again. I don't know. Is this Italian Negro? He is very corny, but whatever. You like it, I love it. He just trying to get some pussy from daggone Paige. That's what I'm convinced. He like, listen, I'm being here for 13 days. I'm gonna be fucking on something up in this house, and if it's her, it's her. I'm gonna bring her some coffee. I'm gonna bring her whatever the fuck she need, a Hershey's kiss, whatever you need me to do, so I can get up in them drawers before this season is over. So moving right along, Sierra and Paige all impressed by it. And then Paige says it makes her happy to see him doing that because her dad takes her mom coffee every morning. So that's a way that her dad kind of dotes upon her mom. So she likes that Andrea is doing that. But okay, whatever. It's cute or whatever. But he's still. Mm-mm. So Lindsay goes into Paige and Sierra's room and they talk about going to do snow sports. She leaves out and Sierra says, it's just weird how Lindsay came in here acting normal and she's ruining my connection with Austin. I'm like, Sierra, ain't nobody ruining shit. If he like you, he like you. And if you're going to continue to pursue him, then pursue him. Don't let Lindsay interrupt whatever you think y'all got going on. So Julia asked Lindsay if she talked to Austin yet about last night. And Kyle, Austin, Lindsay, Jason, Craig, and Julia go riding bikes in the snow. And Lindsay was like, nah, she hadn't talked to him yet. So Gabby, Sierra, Amanda, and Luke are back at the house, and the girls are watching Luke build an igloo in the snow. And Gabby says she will be barefoot in the snow with Luke while he's building his home. Like, she is so smitten by Luke, and Luke is so daggone oblivious. He don't even notice that she likes him because maybe he don't really like her. Okay. So Gabby goes outside drinking wine, watching Luke build the damn ark, child, which is formerly known as an igloo. And Luke producers ask Luke if he thinks Gabby is into him, and he says he's usually very oblivious when someone is interested in him. And I'm like, really? You can tell when somebody likes you, Luke. I mean, you could just say you don't like Gabby, and that's cool. Like, don't even. I mean, she's out here in the freaking cold with a glass of wine, talking to you about God knows what. So anyway, everyone comes back to the house. Austin sits down to talk to Lindsay, and he asks, "How is she?" She says she's fine, and he says he's not fine. So basically, he was like, well, Lindsay, why did you have to tell me that you were in love with me? And she was like, well, you told me that, you were going to date me. So don't be telling me that you're going to date me. Like, I'm thinking that we're going to be in here flirting and having a good old time. And then Austin, this goes into episode 3 where it starts with Austin telling her, Lindsay, I don't look at you like that. Like, I love you, but I love you like a sister. I was like, ooh, that kicked me in the gut for Lindsay. I was like, damn, that's embarrassing. But I mean, you know what? I would rather him be upfront and honest with her than keep on playing with her emotions, because Lindsay is not the type of broad that you want to be playing around with, because she's very scary Mary. Okay. She is the fatal freaking attraction. So you don't want to be giving her hope for something and lying to her. So I appreciate him being upfront and honest with her and telling her, listen, I love you like a sister. I don't want to ruin our friendship. And it just is what it is. I ain't trying to be hooking up with you. So sorry, not sorry about your image of what you thought this trip was about to be about. But I'm going to go ahead and get in where I fit in over here with Sierra. So moving right along. Jason comes in and says he got a keg and everyone has to have a drinking partner. So Jason asks Gabby to be his partner, and she's like, "Yeah, sure, I'm part Irish. I'll be your partner." And then Craig and Amanda tell Kyle he needs to stop working so much and enjoy the fun. Again, this is Kyle's business. Like, you can't just be like, "Oh, okay, F my business. I'm just gonna be hanging out and playing around with y'all." Again, I understand that this winter house check is a income resource, but he has to keep his day-to-day business going, because once this show is over, he got to keep on running his business. Okay. And I don't know where the hell Carl is, but you can't depend on him. We saw how that happened in Summer House. So anyway, moving right along. Austin goes in his room and talks to Sierra and tells her Lindsay is a crazy person. You know what? I don't really like that Austin is like this, because now I see how he was talking shit about people to Madison behind people's back. Because I see you starting this as a trend with Sierra. Like, you going in here, you just had a smooth conversation with Lindsay telling her, "Listen, I love you like a sister. I'm not trying to be in a relationship with you." And then you go and tell Sierra that Lindsay is crazy. You didn't say that to Lindsay's face. So why would you be calling this girl crazy? Even though I think Lindsay batshit crazy too. But like I told you, I have a love-hate relationship for Lindsay, because she can be super cool. She seems like she's an amazing friend because she does amazing things for her friends. But in relationships, she is a hot ass mess. Like, she just wants to mold people into what she wants them to be instead of accepting them for who they are and trying to coexist in a relationship and not have all these crazy expectations. Like, she just over the top, and I'm sis gonna be single for a while because she got to get her emotions together. But anyway, he tells Sierra she's a crazy person, and then he tells her, "Listen, we did hook up a while ago or whatever, but I don't want anything to do with her. If Lindsay came in here right now and was asking me to profess my love to her, I would tell her to get out of here. I don't want anything to do with her or whatever." And I'm like, "Damn, that's supposed to be your friend and you trying to preserve the friendship, and then you in here talking shit about her to Sierra. Like, that's pretty fucked up." And if I'm Sierra, I don't know about Sierra, but if anybody comes talking about somebody to me, I'm looking at you with my third eye. And I'm like, so you probably talking shit about me when I'm not around, because I don't talk about people besides to y'all on YouTube. But I'm talking about these shows. They getting paid for us to do this. But anyway, I don't talk about my friends behind their back, and I don't like seeing other people do it. So when somebody come to me talking shit about somebody, yeah, I'm on your ass. I don't trust you no more. So anyway, Sierra says, "If you want me to take a step back, I can." And he says, "Absolutely not. I want to see where this goes with you and I. I'm not thinking about Lindsay. I have no interest in her whatsoever." So moving right along, Gabby talks to Julia about Luke. And she says she's interested in Luke. And Julia says, "Okay, well, I thought you would be interested in Jason." And she's like, "No, I like Luke." And Julia was like, "Okay, well, do you want me to say something to Luke about it? Like, tell him that you like him?" And Gabby was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. Say something to him. Put in a good word for a good friend." So I thought it was interesting that in another scene, which we'll talk about, then Julia is like dancing on Luke, and then Luke end up liking damn Julia. I'm like, oh my gosh, this has taken a serious turn of events. So in the next scene, Lindsay confides in Luke and says she feels like her and Austin are so connected. They can like talk to each other through their eyeballs, and like they can see how each other feels, and she can like feel his emotions. Well, bitch, why you ain't feel that he ain't want you? Did you see that in his eyeballs? Did you check? Maybe it was in the corner. Maybe you ain't see it. But yeah, he's not checking for you, sis. Like, just move on. Let it go. Look into somebody else's eyeballs, because clearly he ain't gazing into your trance, okay? So anyway, Lindsay says, let's not talk about it. You know what? Let's just get fucked up. Let's just get drunk. And I'm like, oh God, that can't be your daggone solution for everything. But if it's anything like Summer House, I don't know how any of them had any brain cells left, because all they did was stay drunk and fucked up the whole damn time. So anyway, in the next scene, Kyle, Gabby, and Jason are in the kitchen, and Kyle asks Gabby if her and Jason ever hooked up. And she says no, because she would never want to ruin a relationship with him. And she says she loves him as a brother. First of all, I can imagine as a dude, that is the worst thing that you ever want to hear a chick that you're interested in say about you, because you are in the serious friend zone at this point and you will not get out. That's just that on that. So then Jason in his confessional says, okay, she made her choice. I thought we were vibing, but cool. You're dead to me. I'm done with you. Like we'll just be friends, but I'm not checking for you no more. Basically, he's like, I see you. Sayonara. So then everyone starts drinking and dancing on tables. Amanda was yelling Kyle's name because she wanted him to hang out with her. Amanda was like, whenever they're together, Kyle is always working all the time, but when he has free time, all he thinks about is hanging out with his boys. And she's like, that's messed up, because I have to deal with all your stresses from work and all these things, but you don't take me out. The last vacation they went on apparently was in 2018, which is crazy. She was like, he don't really do nothing with her anymore, and that really bothers her. And now that they're in this house, she thought that this would be a great time for them to actually vibe and have a good time and turn up together. But when he want to turn up, he ain't checking for her, he checking for his friends. So she got pissed and went off in her room and called her mama and was crying and carrying on and pissed off because Kyle wasn't hanging out with her. So Kyle getting drunk and busted up with his friends, and she venting. And Julia, like I said earlier, is dancing on Luke and all over him. And Gabby gets pissed and leaves the party and goes to her room, stomping off like a little child. I'm like, girl, if you don't pull your friend to the side and say, look here, little bitch, I just told you that I was into Luke. You said you was gonna put a word in, not your ass. I don't understand why you up here shaking your ass for cash on Luke. Like, what is going on? That's not what we discuss. That's not what friends do. I would have had to pull her to the side. Mind you, Julia got a boyfriend. I didn't mention, I don't know if I told y'all that, but Julia has a boyfriend. She all into her boyfriend apparently, and she's just missing him. But here's my thing. If I'm friends with I'm not dancing up on my friend's love interest. That's I don't feel the vibes. It's not something that I'm into. So maybe because I'm not a backstabbing friend. Maybe that's why. So anyway, Kyle looks for Amanda after a while of him drinking and carrying on. And Amanda sits down. So Kyle looks for Amanda and sits down with Lindsay, crying and venting because he can't find Amanda. And he's like, they've been through a roller coaster in their relationship. And, his family keeps on asking him, why aren't they married yet? When are they going to get married? And he wants to get married. He wants to plan the wedding. And, he just feels like he just hasn't been good to Amanda. He hasn't been doing enough for her. So I think Kyle sees the error of his ways, but it's like, don't realize all this stuff. Like, he's like, I feel like I'm messing things up. And I'm like, don't start having these realizations while you're drunk. Think about this stuff when you are actually in the moment with Amanda, and do better. Like, stop just, I hate that men do that. They will know what they want, what they need to do, but they won't execute it because they don't think that we're going to actually go anywhere. And that's where you got the game fucked up. Because Amanda is very attractive and she's younger than you. So she can roll out and find her a rich man like that. Okay. So you will want to get your act together and get your shit together. So anyway, Lindsay listens to him and she's like, I'm going to go find Amanda right now. So she goes and finds Amanda, puts her on her back and brings her back in the room with Kyle. They drunkenly talk about it. And he's like, because I just love you so much and all that. And, she's like, because I'm kind of a good time. And he's like, well, I heard I was kind of a good time too. And then they have a drunken little moment and then they go partying off into the sunset together, child, whatever. So Gabby grabs Paige to talk about Luke. She tells her she saw Julia grinding on Luke, and she says she just had to get out of there. And she says she's hit her limit with Julia. And she says Julia came to her and said, do you want me to talk to him for you? And then I see her grinding on him like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. This is exactly what Gabby said. And Gabby says her and her ex broke up because of Julia. And she said it hurts at this point. Like, it just really bothers her because she feels like her friend is stabbing her in the back. And at this point, she feels like Julia is doing the shit on purpose. So that's even more reason why you need to have a conversation with your friend. I hate that women do this bullshit where they just hold shit in and wait for somebody to be like, "What's wrong?" No, bitch, tell them about it right now. Don't be waiting for somebody to ask your ass what's wrong. Like, why? If you have a problem, solve it. Nobody's a mind reader. So Sierra tells Julia Gabby has a problem with her because Sierra was in the room when Gabby was telling Paige all this stuff. So they all end up shifting around. Gabby goes back to her room, and Julia and Paige are talking to somebody else at this point. And Sierra pretty much dimes Gabby out and is like, "Yeah, you need to go talk to Julia because I think she's mad at you about Luke or something." She says if Gabby has then Julia says if Gabby has a problem with me, she can come to me. And I feel like, yeah, that's true. If you got a problem with me, say it to me. Don't go hiding in closets talking shit about me to these other people that you don't even know. I'm supposed to be your friend. Come tell me what the fuck's going on. Tell me what's really good. So anyway, everyone goes skiing. All the guys get the next day, everyone goes skiing. All the guys gather. And Andrea says he doesn't want to rush things with Paige because he likes being single. He just wants something casual for now. He doesn't want anything bigger than that. And I knew it. He just want to get in Paige's pants. He want to have somebody to fuck on while he on this trip. And that's it. He ain't thinking about Paige. And that's just all she gonna be if she end up doing anything with him. So in the next scene, Julia goes and grabs Gabby, and she's like, pretty much, why are you like Sierra told me that you're pissed at me, like what's going on? And Gabby brings up, she's like, well, I saw you dancing and grinding on Luke, and I ain't really like that. Like, I really don't think that you respect boundaries, and that's messed up. If the tables were turned and I was doing that on your boyfriend, it would be a problem. So I think Julia missed the point of what Gabby was saying because I think she was so pissed that Gabby didn't come to her. She was like, well, why are you telling Sierra? Like, why you didn't come and talk to me about it if you had a problem? She's like, seems like, there's more to it than that. And Gabby's like, no, that's it. I don't like that you was all up on Luke and I'm pissed at you and you're not getting it. So Julia's like, no, I don't get it because you supposed to be my friend. Like, why the fuck you ain't come and tell me how you was feeling? You gossiping about me with these other chicks that you don't even know. Like, that's fucked up. And I get both sides. Both of y'all asses is dead wrong. Okay. So Gabby storms off saying, you're not listening. And I, frankly, whatever. Now I see how you really feel about me because you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're not getting the point of why I'm upset. You focusing on the fact that I told somebody. Like, you don't get it. That's fucked up what you did. So anyway, hopefully they can work on it and get through it. So Luke says, in the next scene, Luke says, as he's gotten to know Julia more, he likes her, but she has a boyfriend. Luke, flag on the play. Stop. Do not pass go. You always trying to mess with somebody that got a girl. Why? Why you always want somebody that's not available to you? You did the same damn thing with Hannah. When Hannah had somebody, when y'all were on Summer House together, you was all up in her Kool-Aid. You need to stop. Like, get you somebody and get you some business. Get you a woman that is not attached to somebody else, namely another man. Like, knock it off. You got a whole girl Gabby been giving you the googly eyes the entire time y'all been here, but you want to go mess with damn Julia because she done back that thing up on you a couple times. Now you think she like you. But then I get it. Gabby, you going outside drinking wine in the cold and having meaningless conversations with him. He may not know that means, hey, Luke, I want to be the one backing that ass up on you. Okay. You should have been doing what Julia was doing. You got sometimes nowadays, ladies, if you want somebody, you got to go get them. You can't be trying to give them the googly eyes and try to make them see, hey, maybe if I do this, he'll see that I'm interested. No, bitch, go tell him you interested. Because otherwise, you're going to end up being an old damn maid. And that's that on that. So anyway, Austin and Sierra are in the hot tub making out, and Lindsay is in the kitchen talking to Julia, saying she's annoyed by them. Excuse me. So Austin and Kyle decide. So in the next scene, Austin and Kyle decide to take the girls on a double date to a wine tasting. Meanwhile, I'm drinking wine. So Austin asks Sierra out on a date, and she agrees to go. They go to a restaurant. Austin asks, how is him and Amanda's sex life? Which I'm like, Austin, that's really rude. Why are you asking them two how many times they having sex? Why do you care about that? And more importantly, mind your business. That is very rude. And Amanda and Kyle looked very awkward at him, like, what the fuck? Like, who asked that? Then he says, so Kyle says the pandemic was hard on their relationship, but he likes to see other couples starting new relationships, such as Austin with Sierra and excuse me, y'all, Paige with Andrea or whatever. It's nice to see, since they've been talking for quite some time. Amanda and Kyle been in a relationship for a while. It's nice to see other people and how their relationships get going from humble beginnings. Okay. So moving right along, they talk about their age gap and all those good things, and they talk about when they gonna start planning their wedding, all that good stuff. They had a good date. Bada bing, bada boom. Sierra loves Austin. The end. So Paige and Gabby are talking in the kitchen, and Gabby says it's adorable seeing Andrea like he is with Paige. First of all, that damn Gabby is shady, because she gonna say, first she said all he likes is blondes. Remember, I said that in episode 1. Paige ain't no damn blonde. So now she's saying, "Oh, it's adorable to see Andrea with Paige," you know. And then she says, "Yeah, because he's really known to sleep around with girls." I'm like, "Girl, are you trying to be helpful or are you trying to be messy? Or are you hating? Do you really like Andrea? Because you're scared to tell Luke you want to suck on him. So are you hating and trying to mess up whatever he got going on with Paige? Don't be cock blocking because you ain't getting none. I'm just saying." So then Luke and Andrea are talking in another scene, and he asks Andrea about Julia and the status of her and her boyfriend. And Andrea tells him that they've been off and on, but he doesn't know much about the boyfriend. Luke, she has a boyfriend. Stop. Like, just stop right there. You need to just move on. Like, you trying to set yourself up for some heartache right here, because this girl is already taken. Why are you even thinking about trying to pursue her just because she in this house? What she did was grinding on him. So maybe he like, well, she don't really like her boyfriend that damn much, and I do like her. So let me try my hand, child. But flag on the play. This wrong road, Luke. Wrong road. You need to drive your car over to Gabby. She's more of the shoe in. So anyway, the episode ends where Paige sees Andrea in the hallway, and he asks Paige how much she weighs. First of all, Andrea, you love women so much, but you don't know that you don't never ask a damn woman how much she weigh. Now, I know Paige don't weigh more than a thimble, and she's skinny, so you feel like it shouldn't really hurt her feelings that much, but she's still a female. You don't ask no woman how much they weigh. That's just downright rude. So he asks her how much she weighs because he wants to put her on his shoulders, and do some squats. Paige is totally uninterested in this. She's like, well, why do you want to know how much I weigh? And then when she realizes why, she's on his shoulders and he's squatting her. And she's just like, okay, well, I'm very annoyed. Like, how long is this going to last? Like, why are we even doing this? My friend Sierra and, Amanda and Kyle, they're all out on a damn date. And I'm in here squatting on a nigga's shoulders that I ain't about to do nothing with. Like, what the hell did I get myself into? And she's like, yeah, I'm really annoyed. And I like dad bods anyway. I was like, child, Paige. So I feel like this show is going to be kind of cute, y'all. We're going to see how episode 4 goes. I think the tornado that is Lindsay is going to shift her current, and she going to pick up some speed pretty soon, and she going to wreck shop. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.